First, I would like to thank everybody who is present here today, whether you are on Zoom or you are there with us in Facebook Live. Thank you so much. And please feel free to switch on your videos, because though COVID has enabled us to reach out to the world, we would like to see you in your home only. And it's okay. You are quite okay with the background and everything. We want to see you live over here when we are talking to you, because it is all about life skills, Jivan Kaushalya. So it will be great once we can interact face to face. So what are life skills? In Hindi, we call it Jivan Kaushalya. So what are those? Any ideas? Because in the poll, we saw that many of you have mentioned you have an idea on life skills. Though I would request to keep you muted, yourself muted, and you can raise your hand when you want to speak so that we can move ahead. Now, talking about life skills, we have a proper definition from WHO about life skills. WHO has also given us 10 core life skills, which are so very essential for each and every individual. Now, let me just simplify this. As you can see on the screen, it is a structured definition of life skill. But what exactly a life skill? To make it simple, these are something which are components of every individual which ease your life. These are some enablers which help you live your life happily and healthy. These are some capacity builders which helps you deal with any kind of situation, any obstacles you face in your day-to-day life. And the obvious question after this, which comes to our mind, is, are we born with life skills, or we have to learn them through our life? What do you feel about that? Someone has said life enchanting skills. So what do you think? Are we born with life skills? Anybody? In the chat box, you can mention. No. Someone has said, no, ma'am, we aren't born with life skills. My dear friends, I would like to put some light on this life skills, like, namely self-awareness, empathy, interpersonal relationship, effective communication, dealing with stress and emotion, decision-making, problem solving, critical thinking, creative thinking. In fact, today's topic, which we will be covering with our esteemed speakers who are present over here today, is creative thinking. But to be very honest, if you go back to the primitive ages, if you think of when man first found out how to make clothes with the help of leaves, don't you think it was the first step towards self-awareness and creativity? When man has rubbed the stones and found out how to light fire, don't you think it was some kind of a problem-solving skill? So we are actually born with all these skills. Only thing we need is to recognize that. First, we recognize that we have to nourish and nurture that. And once we nourish and nurture through practice, through training, we develop those skills. And this process, I call it R&D. First step is recognition, then is nourishing and nurturing, and third is developing. Once you do that, your inborn talent becomes your skill. So each one of us are gifted with this talent. So by doing that R&D process, you can actually sharpen these skills. Coming to creativity, our esteemed speakers, Preeti and Mayur, are going to throw their insights from their experience, from their expertise. The only one thing I would like to share with you all is creativity is how you look at the world. Creativity is the source of your uniqueness. Creativity is something how you express your feelings towards the world. And it is not always expressed in a piece of paper, in the form of writing or in the form of a piece of art. It can be expressed in any way. Before I put the ball to Preeti to take the discussion ahead on how creativity can be a stepping stone in academics, I would like to show you a couple of pictures which will I would like to establish my point by saying that it is how you show your uniqueness through your creativity. Rama, I would like to request you to share the pictures, and then over to you, Preeti.
Is this visible?
Not
Not yet.
Rama.
Not yet.
Yes, now it is.
I think you have seen these pictures from a very popular movie where each person has expressed their creativity in their own way.
I'll quickly go through the pics again so that everyone has an idea what you are trying to, communicate.
This may be a food for your thought.
Right.
Yes, it is from Tare Zameen Par. So it is through inspiration we can teach creativity, I believe. If you have to sow, as Mayu said, sow the seeds of creativity in the child, stop teaching and start inspiring. Like if the child is coloring the sky green, allow the child. If the child has come up with some weird idea, which may be weird for you, give some space to the child to explore. And maybe now, a very, very common example, the child is humming a different kind of a music on a very popular song. Sur nahi lag raha hai. So you should learn the song properly. Maybe the child is going to become a music composer, trying to find out something of his own. So give that space. Try to inspire more. You have to allow creativity in the child. That is the basic thing we as educators and parents can do to sow the seeds of creativity.